Rat Trap Productions, we show you how to do stuff. Today I'm going to show you how to install a transmission cooler on a early 70s Ford. You're going to have to find out where the send and the return is. So on these Fords, you'll see there's a transmission line here that goes to the transmission, another transmission line that's lower, okay? The one that's lower is the return. The one that's higher is the send. You need to know that, because you are going to make sure that the flow goes from this, it's going to go into the radiator. It's going to go through the radiator, do its cooling. Then it's going to go from here to the aftermarket cooler. Then from the aftermarket cooler, it's going to go into this line and go back to the transmission. Your typical aftermarket cooler will look like this. Here's the cooler itself. Here's some cooler line that's rated for higher pressures, some fittings, some pads, some ties, and a quick connect. All right, we're going to remove the radiator supports from the top here. That's going to allow us access inside here. So we're going to remove this piece, and so there's going to be here, 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 and then two down here and here. Remove. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is put the hose on, because it's a bear to get this hose on, and you don't want to have to put it on after it's mounted, because it's a pretty delicate area. So you're going to put it on. What I would suggest doing is take some transmission fluid and kind of get these a little lubricated, and then this slides on a lot better. Have these about 1/4 of an inch from the end of the hose, and you're going to tighten it to about 25 inch-pounds. So the prep work is done. They gave me 4 pads with adhesive to put on the back side, so this is going to go in between the radiators, okay? They wanted me to use just this one piece of hose and make it into a loop, and then cut it, and then add this to the radiator and the return line. But I'm mounting this in the front of the radiator and not the back of the radiator, so I need more room, so I got an additional section of hose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this through the air conditioning radiator. It's going to go through there, then it's going to go through here, and then I'm going to use these buttons, these quick lock buttons, to keep these secure and tight. I'm going to tighten this against the radiator using these. Do this. Upright like that. Make sure you get it on where you want it, because the only way to get these off is to cut them. And we're going to go ahead and trim off the excess. Now I can go ahead and put these back on. Okay, I went ahead and put the brackets back on. Now we're going to do the radiator fittings. So this is a little tricky. I had to remove the fan shroud, loosen up the fan shroud a little bit. And now I'm just going to loosen that just like this. You're going to install the quick connect onto there. And you're going to install one of the hoses. I chose the lower hose from the cooler onto this line. I'm going to try to press it on with the flare. If not, I'm going to have to cut it off and get it on using double hose clamp. I was able to press it over the flange, which is nice. I just moved this collar out of the way. And so now I'm ready to put that quick connect fitting on. It's going to be tight in here, but I really didn't want to cut this line. I went ahead and attached the line first, thinking it would be easier. So now I'm just going to attach this. So the last thing we're going to do is just start it up and check for leaks. Also watch the fluid level, because I've added more capacity, because now the transmission is going to flow into here and fill this up, so that means the entire level is going to drop a little bit. So first I'm going to check for leaks, and then I'm going to top it off. Find any leaks, tighten up a little bit more. Rat Trap Productions, we show you how to do stuff. Today I showed you how to install a transmission cooler.